Most men over 60 think their wardrobe problem is about not having the right things. It is not. It is about continuing to buy the wrong things. Every wrong purchase crowds out the space and budget that the right purchase would have received. The most damaging thing most men over 60 are still buying is the last one. Do not skip ahead. The wardrobe after 60 does not need more. It needs fewer, better, more connected pieces. The fastest way to build it is to stop buying what is not working, 5 specific things, each quietly draining the wardrobe rather than building it. Most men over 60 have been buying these 5 things on autopilot, without asking the right question, without connecting each purchase to what is already owned. This video changes that permanently. On this channel, classic menswear for men over 60 who want to look sharp without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what works. In this video, 5 things every man over 60 should stop buying and exactly what to do instead. Clothes in the wrong size, slightly too large because they feel comfortable, or slightly too small because they represent a goal. Both versions fill the wardrobe with pieces that cannot be worn correctly right now. A piece in the wrong size occupies space, uses budget, and produces nothing. A wardrobe full of pieces that do not quite work. Tried on, found slightly off, returned to the wardrobe. The wrong size wardrobe looks full and feels empty simultaneously, full of options, producing almost none of them. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Buying larger is buying a piece that needs a tailor before it is correct. Buying smaller is buying for a body that does not exist yet. Both are the same mistake from opposite directions, buying for a body that is not the body wearing the clothes today. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Buying the correct size feels like an admission. It is not. It is the decision to present the body correctly. The correct size always looks better, always. Every piece tried on. One question: does this follow my body correctly right now? If yes, consider it. If no, wrong size. No piece leaves the store in the wrong size. Takeaway: stop buying the wrong size in either direction. Buy correct, the size that follows the body as it is today. And once wrong size buying stops, the second thing is the one most men buy most often, and that consistently fails to improve the wardrobe. This next purchase feels right in the store and never quite works at home. The second thing, the purchase that fills the wardrobe without connecting it. Standalone pieces look excellent in isolation, connect to almost nothing already owned. The interesting jacket pairing with none of the shirts at home. The bold tie working with none of the shirts. Each purchased because it looked good in store. Each hanging unworn. Each representing budget that could have gone elsewhere. Standing in front of a wardrobe full of standalones. More pieces than needed. Nothing obvious to reach for. Every morning a small problem to solve. Interesting jacket and bold tie hanging because the pieces they need are not there. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The question is not, do I like this? It is, what 3 complete outfits does this produce with what I already own? Fewer than 3. It is a standalone. Standalones fill the wardrobe. They do not build it. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. The pieces that stand out individually connect to the fewest other pieces. The white Oxford, the navy chino, the brown leather loafer. They seem ordinary in the store and connect to everything at home. The exciting piece in the store often connects to nothing. 3 complete outfits named before leaving the store, with pieces already owned, not after buying more to go with it, now. This rule transforms buying from standalone collecting to wardrobe building. Takeaway: stop buying standalone pieces. 3 outfits named before purchase. The ordinary-seeming pieces connect everything. The exciting ones in isolation almost always connect nothing. And once standalone buying stops, the third thing is the most surprising on this list, a piece most men think is always a safe choice. This next purchase feels responsible and neutral. It is the most wasteful in most men's wardrobes. The third thing, the one that surprises most men when they hear it. More dark trousers, when one or two pairs already exist in the correct color, cut, and fabric. Most men over 60 own 3 to 5 pairs of dark trousers in similar colors, and they keep buying more at sales, when something looks right or when one needs replacing. The result? 5 pairs where 2 would do, no budget remaining for what is actually missing. 5 similar dark trousers do not produce 5 times the outfit options, roughly the same as 2, because they all operate in the same color range. The 5th pair adds weight, space, and cost without adding capability. Now here is the part nobody talks about. 2 correctly fitted dark trousers, navy and charcoal, cover every occasion. Smart, casual, evening, formal, weekend. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th pair are not additions, they are repetitions at cost. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Replacement bought, worn out kept. Additional at sale, now have 4. Gift received, now have 5. None expanded capability. Budget used on the 3rd, 4th, 5th trouser would have produced significantly more elsewhere. Count dark trousers owned. More than 2 in the same color range. Too many. Identify the 2 best. Keep those. Let the others go. Use the next budget for what is actually missing. Takeaway. 2 correctly fitted dark trousers cover every occasion. Stop buying the 3rd pair. Start buying what is actually missing. And once the trouser accumulation stops, the 4th thing is the one that feels justified every time and quietly drains the budget. This next purchase feels justified every time and is quietly one of the most budget-draining habits in most men's wardrobes. The 4th thing feels responsible, but is actually avoidance. Cheap replacements for pieces that should be maintained. Belt replaced every 2 years instead of conditioned monthly. Shoes replaced every 3 years instead of conditioned regularly. Knitwear replaced every season instead of hand-washed correctly. Each replacement feels justified. Each is a maintenance failure that costs more than maintenance would have. A quality belt maintained correctly lasts 15 years. Bought cheaply and replaced every 2 years, 5 belts at 5 times the cost, none as good as one maintained correctly. Maintenance is not a cost, it is an investment that cheap replacement can never match. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Most men buy quality, fail to maintain, replace, buy quality again, fail again. The cycle costs more than consistent maintenance would have, and the wardrobe never reaches the level well-maintained pieces achieve. Quality leather maintained for 10 years looks more distinguished than any new piece of the same quality. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Maintenance treated as optional, reactive rather than proactive. Wipe leather after every wear, polish weekly, condition monthly, hand wash knitwear. These habits cost almost nothing and prevent replacements that cost significantly more. Before replacing any leather piece, ask, when was this last conditioned? If never, or not in the past 3 months, condition it first. If it still looks beyond repair after conditioning, then replace it. Most pieces that appear to need replacing need conditioning. Takeaway: stop buying cheap replacements for pieces that should be maintained. Condition monthly. Hand wash knitwear. The quality piece maintained is always better and more cost-effective than the cheap replacement bought repeatedly. And once the replacement cycle is broken, the 5th and most damaging pattern is the one explaining why the wardrobe is always full but never quite right. The most damaging purchase pattern. and the one that explains why the wardrobe is always full but never quite right. The fifth thing, the one most men are most resistant to hearing. Not a specific piece, a pattern. The fifth navy polo, the fourth white shirt in the same cut, the third gray chino, each reasonable in isolation, together, a pattern that accumulates what already exists rather than building what is missing, a wardrobe with significant depth in some areas and complete gaps in others. 4 white shirts, 5 navy polos, no correctly fitted blazer, no slim leather watch. The pieces that would connect everything are absent because the budget went to the 4th white shirt and 5th navy polo. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Familiar pieces feel safe. 4 white shirts feel like a well-stocked wardrobe, but a well-stocked wardrobe has every category represented correctly. The 4th white shirt adds nothing. The first correctly fitted blazer changes everything, and this is where most men get it completely wrong. They buy what is familiar rather than what is missing. The habit of replacing the familiar prevents acquiring what is actually needed. The wardrobe accumulates instead of evolving. The wardrobe audit before any purchase. Before buying any piece, walk through the wardrobe mentally. What does it have too much of? What is completely absent? The purchase should address the absence, not add to the excess. 1 correctly fitted navy blazer and 1 slim leather watch produce more outfit options than the 5th white shirt and the 4th navy polo combined. Buy for the gap, always. Write down the 3 pieces most missing. The next 3 purchases address only those, nothing else, regardless of sales or what looks good in store. The gap list is the buying plan, everything else is the same pattern in disguise. Takeaway: identify the 3 gaps. Buy only to address those gaps. The wardrobe builds rather than accumulates. Every purchase adds capability. And once all 5 buying habits are corrected, the wardrobe begins to build deliberately, 1 correct connected piece at a time. Every piece in the correct size. Every piece producing 3 outfits. 2 correctly fitted dark trousers rather than 5 similar ones. Quality pieces maintained rather than cheaply replaced. Every purchase addressing a gap. 5 questions before any purchase. Correct size, 3 outfits, enough in this category, maintaining the equivalent, gap or excess. 2 minutes. Every purchase made correctly. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Correct buying produces a smaller wardrobe and a significantly more capable one. 20 connected, correctly sized, maintained pieces produce more outfits than 40 disconnected accumulated ones. Less, done correctly, is always more. Every correct purchase adds capability. Correct size, worn immediately, connected to 3 outfits, 3 new combinations. Quality maintained, retains value for years longer, gap addressed, existing wardrobe works better. Picture this. A man over 60 who stops making the 5 buying mistakes. He buys nothing new for 6 months. Instead, he audits. He identifies 2 gap pieces, 1 correctly fitted navy blazer and 1 slim leather watch on a tan leather strap. He makes 2 purchases, both connected, both in the correct size, both addressing gaps, and the wardrobe he had before those 2 purchases, unchanged in everything else, immediately produces 12 more complete outfits than it did. 2 pieces, 12 more outfits. That is what buying correctly produces. The wardrobe that buying correctly builds does not happen overnight. It builds slowly, deliberately, 1 connected correct piece at a time. And every piece that is added correctly makes every piece already present perform better, because the wardrobe becomes more connected, more complete, and more capable with each correct purchase, rather than simply larger. Takeaway: 5 habits to stop. Wrong size, standalones, trouser accumulation, cheap replacements, same thing, same way. Stop all 5 and the wardrobe builds correctly for the first time. The wardrobe most men over 60 need does not require a single new purchase in the old way. 5 habits stopped, 5 questions asked. The result, a wardrobe that works correctly every day with fewer pieces than the one it replaces. Not more, not a new wardrobe. 5 questions, 5 habits stopped. That is all. Which of these 5 buying mistakes are you still making? Drop it in the comments. The one that most surprises men is almost always the same thing, same way pattern. Subscribe for straight, practical style advice for men who value confidence over trends. Next video, 5 shirt rules every man over 60 should follow.